Monday, March the 21st edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here along with you. First full day of spring is here. It's still a bit on the cool side. In fact, we, again, for tonight, have some frost and freeze products out for parts of the region, which I'll show you in just a moment. But a big warm-up's on the way as we head deeper into the midweek period. But look at this. This is up at the Beach Mountain Ski Resort, not the ski resort area, but the town of Beach Mountain, rather, near the Beach Mountain Ski Resort area, and that is a fresh coating of some snow. A little shot of some snow late yesterday up in the high country of North Carolina, 25 degrees there, the temperature atop Beach Mountain. And look at this. Really nice to see the snow guns fired up there at the Appalachian Ski Resort area. That is a neat sight to see now as it's been quite a while since we had snowmaking temperatures, and credit to Appalachian. That's the resort I've seen this morning that has fired up the snow guns. There may be others, but definitely Appalachian, that even this late in the season they would fire up those snow guns and get some nice fresh powder on the slopes. 27 the temperature there in Blowing Rock. And let me show you the time-lapse imagery from yesterday. It was a very chilly, cloudy type of day. That's the Charlotte time-lapse imagery as our Sunday rolled along, and it was just a cool day with a lot of Piedmont highs in the 40s and a wave of some showers rolling in as we got into yesterday evening. These were the highs yesterday. Only 43 in Raleigh, 47 in Charlotte, 46 in Greensboro, 50s even down into Columbia and Wilmington. That is a chilly day. These are current temperatures, a lot of 30s in the Piedmont of North Carolina, some 20s, even some teens in some mountain spots. Temperatures get a little milder, but still cool as you head further south and east from there. Speaking of the ski resort areas, there's the latest information I have as of the time I'm cutting this video. I don't have any official word yet on Sugar Mountain, whether they did officially close for the season as of yesterday. Beach Mountain definitely closed for the year now, but still, Appalachian and Cataloochee skiing on for a little while longer if you want to head up that way. Yesterday, there, as we went through the evening hours, there was that batch of some rain moved through, and again, notice up in the mountains, it was indeed some snow that occurred. A little fresh coating of snow up that way. Over the past couple of hours, everything very quiet. Now, locally, there was left of the system causing some snow from New York up through Boston and a lot of the northeastern part of the country, seeing that little shot of some snow early this morning. But high pressure building in. Now for today, we are on the cool side of that high, some northwesterly winds in place, and then those winds relax tonight. Highs will be cool again, but not as chilly as yesterday, and today will feature sunshine all day long, so a better looking and better feeling day today. But again, it will be a little bit breezy. Those winds out of the northwest gusting 15, 20 plus miles per hour at times. The winds relax tonight. That allows for a cold night. So this is where we're going with the actual lows across the area. That's cold enough for frost and freeze issues. Now let me go back to this real quick here. I know this is a little bit complex, but you have the purple shaded counties here. Those are counties included in a freeze warning. Now these are for tonight into Tuesday morning. The blue counties, the light blue counties, those are freeze watches, and this other shade of blue here, those are frost advisories. And again, I know that's a little bit of a complex map, but the takeaway from this is that really all across the Piedmont, the foothills, the mountains, and I'll expand this out just to show you, even down through a good chunk of South Carolina too. You have temperatures tonight into Tuesday morning that will get down into the frost and freeze territory. So if you have that tender vegetation that has already popped up, or if you've gone ahead and put any plants in the ground, you need to take those precautions to protect them tonight, as it will be down into that frost and freeze territory temperature-wise in a lot of the region. But then we start a big warm-up tomorrow. That high pressure slides to the south of us. Winds kick around out of the southwest. Here come the 60s tomorrow, even some low 70s in South Carolina. The warming trend continues for Wednesday. A lot of Wednesday sunshine. And up into the 70s we go for much of the region. Then we get a couple storm systems, and I'll show you the detailed modeling in just one second. But I think Thursday night, that's when our next chance of some rain rolls in. And then as we get on into late in the weekend and into Monday. Now you notice Friday, Saturday probably pretty good, although there are some differences with the modeling. And then there's the next system swinging in on the European Sunday night into Monday. Now let me show you again some of the higher detailed modeling here. This is what that next incoming system looks like. This is the European computer model valid for Wednesday evening. Big system diving into the central part of the country. That'll produce some severe weather back that way midweek. And then you go out to the weekend, and this is, as you get into, well, I should say this is Thursday night on the European model. And that's when that first system swings in here. All right, so let's look at some of the different computer model data here. This is the Canadian model. This is valid Thursday evening, late into the evening, into the overnight hours, early into Friday morning. That's that first wave of showers moving through and then gradually departing on Friday morning. The GFS computer model, relatively similar, although it does, if the GFS is right, it's a little quicker with the timing, and so it brings that rain in prior to sunset Thursday. But I'm going to go with a slightly slower timing on that for the time being. And I need to show you this real quick before we get there. This is what the GFS was showing for lows tonight into tomorrow morning. On the European computer model, this is what it looks like for late Thursday. And again, this is after sunset Thursday evening, so it's a little bit on the slower timing bandwagon as well. And then, well, I'll get back to that in just a second. Let me go back now to the GFS and notice this is Saturday on the GFS, okay? So it is much, much quicker with the weekend system. You have a wedge in place. That's a very chilly, rainy scenario by Saturday afternoon on the GFS computer model. Then again, on Sunday, you continue to have some waves of rain on through. On the other hand, on the European model, it's dry Saturday and dry really most of the day Sunday. And this is Sunday evening. You're beginning to get the precipitation creeping in here. And then there it comes moving on through Sunday night into Monday morning. But again, I've sided with the slower timing. I'm kind of bringing some rain chances in by later Sunday, continuing Sunday night, maybe lingering into early Monday. Now, let me show you some long-term ideas. I haven't discussed this with you in a while. For a while, I was highlighting this period around Palm Sunday and into today as a period of chillier weather, and that we've seen that verified. And obviously, it's going to be warm midweek. But let me show you what happens in the longer range. Tell you what, let me pull up this first of all. Now, this is our current shot of chilly air centered through the southern and the southeastern part of the country. Let me go out forward in time now, okay? So this is looking out next Tuesday. So out at Tuesday the 29th of the month. And notice another big ridge going up around the west coast, and you probably know where this is going. This is out then at Thursday evening the 30th, that ridge taking hold. So you look at the response temperature-wise. All right, I showed you that one. Let me go here. These are the temperature deviations from average up at 5,000 feet of elevation, roughly. And this is the Canadian ensemble. It's been a good tool this winter. And there you go. That is another cold shot of air building right at the very tail end of the month, the 30th, and right as we flip the calendar over to April. And then look at that. That is a good indication of a cold shot right around early April. I mean, maybe a several period stretch of cold weather at least, or cold relative to average. Starting the 30th or so, but especially then as you get into the 1st, 2nd, 3rd of April, thereabouts. The European ensembles are in very good agreement with that basic idea as well. So that's the period to look at for your next shot of chilly weather. So I guess what I'm saying with all this is I'd be careful, even after this cold shot departs over the next 36 hours, I'd be careful with putting a lot of tender plants in the ground. I'm still watching that time period right around the switch from March to April for another potential shot of cold air. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everybody have a great day, and God bless.